welcome into the 2025 Tennessee Aquatics Invitational. Up first is the men's 200-yard IM. In lane 3, Jasper Springer from the Atomic City Aquatic Club. In lane 4, it'll be Joshua Slap from the Barracuda Swim Club. In lane number 5, it'll be Will Badiscamasink from Tennessee Aquatics. And then lane number 6, it's Brock Schofield from Blues Aquatics. Out to an early lead is Joshua Springer. Brock Schofield in the lead now for Blues Aquatics. In second, it's Joshua Slap, and then Will Badiscamasink for Tennessee in third. Schofield extending his lead through the backstroke. He'll take it into the breaststroke section. And it'll be Badiscamasink. So it's Schofield, Slap, and then Badiscamasink. Springer in fourth. .50 to go here. Schofield in command right now. Slap not far behind, heading into the final 50, the freestyle leg. And it looks like Slap is going to try to catch Springer here. Schofield. Schofield touches first. Slap on the chase, though. And Slap is going to come in just behind Schofield. It'll be Schofield, Slap, and then Badiscamasink will take third. Springer in fourth. That was heat 1 of 5. Up next is heat 2. We'll have Liam Saffles in lane 1, Jackson Kunn in lane 2, Teague Latham in lane 3, Jet Dean in lane 4, Connor Lilly in lane 5, Elijah Mormenstein in lane 6, Carter Walsh in lane 7, and Elaine Pena Oliaga in lane 8. Tight up front so far as they head into the backstroke leg. It's Elaine Pena Oliaga for Blues Aquatics in first right now. Elijah Marmestein for Tennessee in second. Jackson Kuhn in third. Through the backstroke leg, Elaine Pena Oliaga in first still. Jet Dean sliding into second place, and then it's Elijah Marmestein for Tennessee in third. Really close heat. This is heat 2 of the boys' 200-yard IM. Pena Oliaga about a half body length in front right now. It's going to be Jet Dean on the chase, though. So Connor Lilly slides into second, Jet Dean in third. The rest of the pack falling behind a little bit as they head into the final freestyle leg here. It's going to be Pena Oliaga and Connor Lilly battling it out to the end here. Looks like Lilly's trying to slide right in front of Oliaga, and he will take first. It'll be Connor Lilly, Elaine Pena-Oliaga, and Elijah Marmestein. That's your top three. .210.09 for Lilly. Up next is Heat 3, Landon Rainey in lane 1, Sam Steger in lane 2, Oliver Huang in lane 3, Drew Wright in lane 4, Matthew Myers in lane 5, Arthur Zagalin in lane 6, Hunter LaRusso in lane 7, Ryan Nettles in lane 8. So it's going to be Zagalin and Huang out in front heading into the backstroke leg. Huang in first, Zagalin in second, Myers in third. Zagalin trying to creep ahead of Huang in lane 3. And he will. He'll have the lead for the first half entering the breaststroke leg. It's Huang, Zagalin, and then White in lane 4 will be in third. Sub 1 minute for Zagalin. 59.07 is the split. Still holding the lead through the breaststroke leg. But Huang's on the chase. And so is Drew White. White's actually pulling into second here. Zagalin still in first, White in second. And it'll be Myers in third. Entering the freestyle leg, White is catching Zagalin. They're side by side in 4 and 6. .25 to go. It's going to come down to the wire for Zagalin and White. White might be creeping up just a little bit. And it will be Drew White. Takes first. It'll be Arthur Zagalin in second and Matthew Myers in third. Up next is Heat 4 of 5. Max Mead in lane 1. Garrett Roberts in lane 3. Ben Dudley in lane 4. Harrison Banks in lane 5. Landon Kirkpatrick in lane 6. Drew Eckerman in lane 7. Sam Kowalski in lane 8. Mead and Roberts for Tennessee Aquatics. It'll be Ben Dudley for Blues Aquatics. Harrison Banks, Baylor Swim Club. Kirkpatrick for Blues Aquatics. And then Eckerman and Kowalski for Tennessee. Out to an early lead is Roberts, and then it'll be Ben Dudley in second, Harrison Banks in third. Tight up front for the first 75 in the backstroke leg. Dudley with a half body length lead heading into the breaststroke leg. Garrett Roberts in second, and it'll be Landon Kirkpatrick sneaks into third. Banks falls to fourth. Now it looks like Roberts is trying to sneak in the lead here. On the breaststroke, Dudley falling behind. It's going to be Roberts out in front by a little bit. And a pack of 3 to his right. So Roberts in first, it'll be Kirkpatrick slides into second, and Banks reclaims third. Freestyle leg. Roberts touches the wall first, 25 to go here. It's going to be Kirkpatrick trying to catch him. But Roberts is not going to let it happen. It'll be Roberts taking first, Kirkpatrick second, and Dudley third. And up comes heat 5 of 5, the final heat of the men's 200-yard IM. Landon Cleland in lane 1, Jake Mowry in lane 2, Landon Hall in lane 3, Andrew Chow in lane 4, Hayden Hall in lane 5, Charlie Houston in lane 7, and Carter Zemanek in lane 8. So it's Landon Hall in first, Chow in second, and Hayden Hall in third right now. One Atomic City swimmer in lane 7, Charlie Houston. The rest, Tennessee Aquatics. Hall in first, entering the breaststroke leg. Chow slides into second. And Hayden Hall in third. Landon Hall in first. Landon Hall with about a body length lead. Andrew Chow chasing, and then Hayden Hall on the tail of Chow. Entering the freestyle leg. 25 to go for Landon Hall. And Landon Hall will take this one. He'll take first. Andrew Chow slides into second, and then it'll be Hayden Hall in third. 153.47 for Landon Hall. 156.38 for Chow. Up next will be the boys 11 through 14 200-yard IM. Heat 1 of 6. In lane 3, Christopher Harris. In lane 4, Liam Strouth-Hens. Isaac Moyer in lane 5. Grayson Clancy in lane 6, and Lawrence Hung in lane 7. Strouth-Hens out to an early lead. Lawrence Hung all the way in lane 7 in second. Entering the backstroke leg now. Strouth-Hens with a comfortable lead. Can anybody catch Strouth-Hens is the question here coming into the first half of the 200 IM. Strouth-Hens will head into breaststroke. The rest of the field chasing. $110.02 was the split for Strouth-Hens. Lawrence Hung comes in 120.59. Strouth Hens enters the final 50. He's got a freestyle to go for Barracuda. Barracuda Swim Club. Isaac Moyer in lane 5 for Red Piranha Swimming. Grayson Clancy and Christopher Harris for Tennessee Aquatics. And Lawrence Hung unattached currently. Strouth Hens will take this one comfortably. 2:32.25. And here comes Lawrence Hung in lane 7. 2:48.29. Grayson Clancy for Tennessee Aquatics, 3:08.93. Heat 2 up now. Connor Farmer in lane 1 for Tennessee Aquatics. Jackson Russell in lane 2. Parker Abraham in lane 3. Elias Eldred in lane 4. Parker Johnston in lane 5. Charlie Clayton in lane 6. Max Lee in lane 7. And Micah Brown in lane 8. After the butterfly leg, Max Lee out in front right now. Elias Eldred in second. And Micah Brown in lane 8 in third. 30-22 is the split for Max Lee. Max Lee out in front, Elias Eldred on the chase. And Lee will head into the breaststroke leg. So does Eldred. 1:09.07 for Max Lee through 100. And now Eldred looking to catch on the breaststroke portion. Elias Eldred for Baylor Aquatics trying to catch Max Lee of Tennessee Aquatics. Making up some ground in the breaststroke leg. It'll come down to the final 50. Heading into the freestyle leg. And Eldred's going to pop up right next to Lee. Lanes 4 and 7 battling it out. The rest of the field trying to catch. 25 to go. They touch the wall almost at the same time. And it'll come down to the wire. Max Lee and Elias Eldred battling it out. And it looks like Eldred is just going to squeak this one out. Comes from behind and takes it from Max Lee. Elias Eldred, 2:31.44. Max Lee, 2:32.35. Abraham Parker takes third, 2:44.92. bring up Heat 3 up next. Cameron McKay in lane 1, Brockman Winfrey in lane 2, Graham Reenan in lane 3, Ethan Rodiger in lane 4, Max Hughes in lane 5, Cortland Willig in lane 6, Cole Willig in lane 7, and Clayton Schmurr in lane 8. Cole Willig with a body length lead through the butterfly leg. And then it'll be Ethan Rodiger in second right now. Cameron McKay in third. And Heat 3 enters the backstroke leg. It'll be Reenan and Willig side by side right now, but it looks like Reenan's going to inch in front of Willig. Catches him in the backstroke leg. 100 to go here. 109.53 through 100 for Reenan. 113.57 for Cole Willig in lane 7. And now Reenan starting to pull away in the breaststroke. But now Willig making up some ground. Fighting from opposite sides in lane 3 and lane 7, Reenan and Willig going back and forth. Now it looks like Willig's taking it back. Now it's going to be Cortland Willig trying to make up some ground. He's going to take it back over Graham Reenan. So Cole Willig in first. Reenan still in second. But Cortland Willig fighting as well. .25 left to go for Willig. Cole Willig will have this one comfortably. Behind him, it's Cortland Willig and Reenan fighting it out. So Cole Willig takes it, 2:30.09. Reenan in second, 2:35.43. Cortland Willig takes third, 2:37.50. And that'll bring up Heat 4 up next. Kaba Lunga in lane 1, Graham Beischel in lane 2, Jesse Boyle in lane 3, James Levin in lane 4, Emerson Beischel in lane 5, Eli Summers in lane 6, Skylar Burke in lane 7, and Joshua Fine in lane 8. So James Levin holding first right now through the butterfly leg. In second, it's Jesse Boyle, and in third, it's Emerson Beischel. Lane 6 empty for this heat. James Levin about a body length lead, trying to catch his Skylar Burke in lane 7. So Levin in first through the first 50, entering the breaststroke leg. And it's Jesse Boyle in second, Emerson Beischel in third in lane 5. 109.28 is the split for Levin through 100. looks like Skylar Burke trying to catch James Levin. Made up some ground in the breaststroke. And heading into the final 50, the freestyle leg, it'll be close. But James Levin's not having it. Increases his lead out of the turn. Hits the wall first, 25 left to go for Levin. But Skylar Burke's not giving it up either. Levin's got enough left in the tank. He'll take first. James Levin for Tennessee Aquatics, 2:27.62. Skylar Burke in second, 2:29.74. And then it'll be Emerson Beischel in third, 2:30.65. Heat 5 of 6 up next. Max Dudley in lane 1. Tayo Kurosaki in lane 2. Nicholas Morris in lane 3. Hanson Roger in lane 4. Liam Finley in lane 5. Jonathan Ford in lane 6. Nikolay Fasenko in lane 7. And Lincoln Keene in lane 8. Really tight up front in the butterfly leg. Nobody taking charge as of yet, however. It's going to be Hanson Roger in first so far. To the first 50, the butterfly leg. In second, it's going to be Max Dudley and Liam Finley in third. But still close in the backstroke leg. But Hanson Roger, about a half body length lead right now. Nikolay Fasenko working on making up some ground in the backstroke. Billy Hanson Roger leads to the first 100. Fasenko in second. And Liam Finley in third. 50 to go entering the breaststroke leg. 1:02.36 is the split for 100 for Roger. Finley making up some ground as well, trying to catch Roger and Fasenko up there too. Lanes 4, 5, and 7 are close, but it looks like Roger is going to have the lead with 50 to go. And then it's going to be, no, it's actually going to be Max Dudley. And then it's going to be Roger and then Finley. It's going to be close coming down to the wire. Max Dudley in lane 1 trying to make a charge from behind here. And he's made up a lot of ground. And he is going to take this. Max Dudley is going to take first. 2:12.99, and then it's going to be Finley, Liam Finley, 2:14.41. Hanson Roger takes third, 2:14.43. So Dudley comes from behind and makes it happen. It's going to be the final heat up next. Shea Rainey in lane 1. Nash Stanlick in lane 2. Braden Moore in lane 3, Dorian Volkinsek in lane 4, Miles Lynham in lane 5, Madden Russell in lane 6, Landon Mai in lane 7, and Peter Levev, excuse me. Volkinsek out in front for the first 50 of the butterfly leg. About a body length lead right now. 26-27 is the split. Nash Stanlick in second. And Braden Moore in third. Volkinsek taking charge early here. Extending his lead even more since butterfly. Will be Volkansek leading through backstroke, entering the breaststroke leg. 31-61 is the split, 57-88 for Volkansek, and then it's going to be Nash Stanlick in second, Miles Lynham in third. Can anybody catch Volkansek is the question. Stanlick's trying. A lot of work to do, though. Volkansek puts him out front early. (137.22) for Volkansek. It'll be Stanlick in second, and Madden Russell slides into third. Looks like Volkansek has this one comfortably. 25 to go, and a commanding lead. Pack far behind. Looks like Stanlick and Russell battling it out right now. Volkansek 206.79 in first. And it'll be Stanlick 214.84 and Miles Lynham 215.30. Slides up and takes third. This will be the boys 10 and under 200-yard IM, heat 1 of 1. Mel Tedson in lane 2, Cale Flora in lane 3, Ralph Heyman in lane 4, Jonah Runk in lane 5, Thomas Hale in lane 6, and Conrad Harkness in lane 7. Waiting on the start here. Thomas Hale out in front early, 39.68. Mel Tedson in second and Jonah Runk in third. So Thomas Hale leading for the first 50, and Ralph Heyman in lane 4. Second right now to Hale. Heyman's trying to make up some ground on Hale right now, both for Tennessee Aquatics. In the breaststroke leg right now. The rest of the pack trailing. It's just Hale and Thomas. Excuse me, it's Hale and Heyman out in front. Hale in first. He's got 50 to go, entering the freestyle leg. And Ralph Heyman in second. 224.60 for Thomas Hale. And Hale's going to take this one comfortably. Nobody going to catch Thomas Hale of Tennessee Aquatics. Ralph Heyman looks to be in shape for second. Hale takes a 3:05.90. And Heyman's going to take a 3:15.73. Beats his seed time by about 5 seconds. And then it'll be Male Tedson in third for Tennessee Aquatics, 3:28.52. So that was heat 1 of 1 for the boys 10 and under 200-yard IM. Up next is the boys 100-yard freestyle. Heat 1 of 6, Jasper Springer in lane 1, Marshall Goddard in lane 2, Liam Saffels in lane 3, Evan Tanaka in lane 4, Will Badiscamasink in lane 5, Min Song Hong in lane 6, Andrew Roque in lane 7, and Elaine Pana Oliaga in lane 8. So it's Pana Oliaga starting to get out front early. In lane 8, 25:38 is the split through 50. Pana Oliaga out in front right now. Nobody's going to catch him. Pana Oliaga for Blues Aquatics takes first, 52.71. Badiscamasink takes second, 56.38, and Goddard will take third, 56.69. Heat 2 of 6, Hunter LaRusso in lane 1, Lance Warner in lane 2, Drew Eckerman in lane 3, Max Mead in lane 4, Connor O'Neill in lane 5, Ben Kunkler in lane 6, Nathaniel Dutton in lane 7, and Teague Latham in lane 8. Almost in sync through the first 25, really tight. Nobody taking a lead as of yet. But touching the wall first is going to be Drew Eckerman, and then it's going to be Ben Kunkler in second and Nathaniel Dutton in third. Eckerman starting to inch away in lane 3. Behind him, it's anyone's race. And this is going to be really close. Eckerman appears to have it just by a hair, but anyone behind him, it's going to be Eckerman, and then it's going to be Mead takes second, O'Neill in third, and how about a close race for you? 54-44, 55-36, and then 55-54. 1 second separating first and third. This will be heat 3 up next. Drew White, lane 1, Elijah Johnson, lane 2, Robbie Coaster, lane 3, Houston Porter, lane 4, Avery Coker, lane 5, Cooper Young in lane 6, Avery Paget in lane 7, and Jackson Kuhn in lane 8. Lane 3 empty for this heat. Really tight so far, but it's going to be Avery Coker in first, Young in second, and Paget in third. 50 to go here. Coker starting to inch away. He'll touch the wall first, coming into the last 25. Coker out in front by about a half body length. Behind him, it looks like it'll be Young. Coker will have it. 49.94. Young in second, 51.05, and then Porter 51.70. Heat 4, Ethan Bletzinger in lane 2, Ethan Scruggs in lane 3, Sam Kowalski in lane 4 is Harrison Banks, Garrett Roberts in lane 5, Carter Zimanick in lane 6, Clay Warner in lane 7, and Evan King in lane 8. This is heat 4 of 6. Anybody's race to the first 50. It'll be Bletzinger in lane 1 in first, Banks in second, Roberts in third. And it's going to be Bletzinger touching the wall with 25 to go. And now it looks like Banks trying to sneak up. Could be Banks or Roberts. It's going to be close. And it is going to be Roberts in first, 51-12. Banks in second, 51-30. That's a close one. Heat 5 up next. Lane 1 is Jack Callahan. Lane 3, Landon Rainey. In lane 4, it's going to be Matthias Verduzco. In lane 5, Wyatt Pierce. In lane 6, Landon Kirkpatrick. In lane 7, Thatcher Ella. And then in lane 8, Garrett Beeler. It's going to be Callahan in first, Verduzco in second, and Pierce in third. And Callahan trying to extend his lead in lane 1. He comes off the wall first, but Verduzco's trying to make a run for it. Callahan or Verduzco coming into the wall, and it is going to be close. It's going to be Verduzco, sneaks it up. 49.02 and Callahan 49.09. 700ths separating first and second. I'll bring up heat 6. Final heat here. Charlie Houston in lane 1. Landon Hall in lane 2. Samuel Brackens in lane 3. Christopher Recker in lane 4. In lane 5, Landon Cleland. In lane 6, Ben Dudley. Lane 7 is going to be William Benedict and Parker Buell in lane 8. Final heat, the men's 100-yard freestyle. So heat 5 delivered, heat 6 should be just as close. Seat times really close within each other. Lane 7 will be empty. Looks like Landon Hall might have it by a few inches here for the first 50. And it will be Hull and then Brackens in second. And third is going to be Houston in lane 1. Hull trying to extend the lead. He's got 25 to go off the wall. Comes up first. And it doesn't look like anyone's going to take it from Landon Hall, Tennessee Aquatics. He's going to take first. Second is going to be Dudley. Takes second, 49.11. First, Landon Hall is 47.65. Up next, the boys. 100-yard freestyle, 11 through 14. And lane 1 is going to be Rocco Runk. Excuse me, lane 3 is Rocco Runk. Lane 4, Isaac Moyer. And lane 5, Max Lee. Runk and Moyer for Red Piranha Swimming. Max Lee for Tennessee Aquatics. This is heat 1 of 8. So Max Lee out in front big time here through the first 50. 30-71 is the split. And Runk and Moyer on the chase for Max Lee. Big time separation. Max Lee for Tennessee Aquatics. 25 to go. The last leg of the 100. And nobody is going to touch him. (1:02.45) for Max Lee. And Runk and Moyer for Red Piranha Swimming. The Isaac Moyer taking second, 1:25.51, and Rocco Runk will take third. Heat 2 up next, Christopher Harris in lane 1, Everett Harkness in lane 2, Simon Carroll in lane 3, Cameron McKay in lane 4, Grayson Clancy in lane 5, and Micah Brown in lane 6, Benton Neal in lane 7. Lane 7 will stand empty, but it looks like Micah Brown out in front. Everett Harkness up there as well. Through the first 50, it's Micah Brown in first. In lane 6, 31.69 is the split. Then Grayson Clancy pops into second place, and Simon Carroll in third behind Clancy. So it looks like it's going to be Micah Brown taking first, 1:06.37. Harkness puts some pressure on Brown, 1:07.36. And it's going to be Cameron McKay taking third. Up next is going to be Heat 3. Dragos Leskiv in lane 1. Dragos Leskiv. Parker Abraham in lane 2. Kyon Song Hong in lane 3. Levi Whitley in lane 4. Charlie Clayton in lane 5. Parker Johnston in lane 6. Mark Galbraith in lane 7. And Knox Gibson in lane 8. Through the first 50, it looks like Hong is in first place right now, Charlie Clayton in second, and then it'll be Dragos Leskiv in third. Hong is going to extend his lead here. He's going to touch the wall first on that 75 mark. 1:25 to go, excuse me, a singular 25 to go. Clayton in second still. Although it looks like Johnston for Baylor Aquatics is trying to make a press for second. It's going to be Hong taking first, and it will be. Parker Johnston slides into second, and Charlie Clayton takes third. 1:06.91 for Hong. Heat 4 up next, Max Hughes in lane 1, Kaba Lunga in lane 2, Luke DeLarco in lane 3, Connor Farmer in lane 4, Danny Fleming Jr. in lane 5, Cortland Willig in lane 6, Conrad Sellinger in lane 7, and Jude Heckman in lane 8. Looks like Connor Farmer is going to have the lead through the first 50. In second is going to be Cortland Willig, and then Cabolunga in third. Farmer's going to extend his lead for Tennessee Aquatics on the last leg of the 100-yard freestyle. And it looks like Jude Heckman is going to make a plea for second. It's going to be close, and it is going to be Cortland Willig taking second, and it's going to be DeLarco in third. Luke DeLarco sneaks up into third. It's going to be Heat 5 up next. Joshua Fine in lane 1. Rockman Winfrey in lane 2. Liam Strouth-Hens in lane 3. Eli Summers in lane 4. In lane 5 is Cole Willig. In lane 6 is Quentin Delmau. In lane 7, Finn Conyers. And 8 is A.J. Whalen. So it's going to be 4, 7, and 8 empty here. The first 50 is going to be Strouth-Hens. In second is going to be Winfrey, and in third is going to be Cole Willig. $28.99 for Strouth-Hens, $29.56 for Winfrey. Winfrey and Strouth-Hens right next to each other on the last 25 here. Strouth-Hens trying to pull away. Willig's trying to pull for second. It's going to be Strouth-Hens in first, Winfrey in second, and Cole Willig takes third. Strouth-Hens, 1 minute, 23. Heat 6, Brady Scott in lane 1. In lane 2, it's going to be James Levin. Lane 3 is Elias Eldred. Lane 4, Ethan Acker. Lane 5 is going to be Mateo Volkansek. Lane 6 is Jesse Boyle. Tyler Wilkins in lane 7, and Lincoln Keene in lane 8. Really close to the first 25 here. Really tight to the first 50. Anybody's race. James Levin in first, and second is going to be Boyle. Wow, Boyle and Wilkins touching at the same time for second. That's how close it is. But Levin in first as of right now. It's going to come down to the last 25. Anybody's race up front. And that looks like Volkansek might be pulling up a little bit, and it is. It's going to be Mateo Volkansek. Makes the charge from fifth to first. Elias Eldred in second, and Levin in third. 59-65 for Volkansek. Heat 7 up next. Tayo Kurosaki in lane 1. Spencer Huang in lane 2. Shea Rainey in lane 3. Liam Finley in lane 4. Preston Dreiser in lane 5. Anderson Adcock in lane 6. Charlie Fortner in lane 7. And Landon Mai in lane 8. All swimmers for Tennessee Aquatics in this heat except Preston Dreiser for Atomic City Aquatic Club. And it's going to be Dreiser, who appears to have the lead through the first 50. It is a close one. It's going to be Preston Dreiser in first, Liam Finley in second, and Anderson Adcock in third. 25-68 the split for Dreiser. Liam Finley trying to make a charge for Dreiser right now. It's going to be close. Finley's not giving it up. either Finley or Dreiser, and it's going to be Finley takes it away from Dreiser, 53-39 to Dreiser's 53-51. Spencer Huang takes third. And so that'll bring up Heat 8 up next. Nicholas Morris in lane 1, Madden Russell in lane 2, Max Dudley in lane 3, Landon Bleitzinger in lane 4, Nash Stanlick in lane 5, Braden Moore in lane 6, in lane 7's Nikolay Visenko, and 8 is going to be Miles Lynham. Final heat, the 100-yard freestyle. Looks like Bletzinger might be out in front by a little bit, but it's going to be close. Visenko trying to make a charge up in lane 7, but it is going to be Bletzinger in first through the first 50. Dudley in second, Stanlick in third. Dudley and Bletzinger right next to each other, but a nice turn from Bletzinger. He's going to take a half body length lead. Behind Bletzinger is anyone's game for second. It is going to be Bletzinger in first, Dudley in second, and Stanlick in third, 51-58 for Bletzinger. Up next, boys, 10 and under 100-yard freestyle. Will Hall in lane 2, Austin Liu in lane 3, Conrad Harkness in lane 4, and Dustin Liu in lane 5. Dustin Liu out in front for the first 50. 34-89 is the split for Liu. Behind him, Will Hall for Tennessee Aquatics. And then Conrad Harkness in third. But Dustin Liu out to a commanding lead. He's got 25 to go. Nobody's going to catch Dustin Liu. He's going to take first. 1:15.26. Looks like Will Hall will take second. 1:29.70 for Will Hall. Conrad Harkness takes third. 1:42.80 for Harkness. Up next is Heat 2. Looks like a little bit of a miscommunication here on the Heat 2 of the boys 10 and under 100-yard freestyle. some of the swimmers went, and some of them did not false start, so they'll redo that heat there. It's going to be Simon Jackson in lane 1, Cale Flora in lane 2, Graf Fleming in lane 3, Jonah Runk in lane 4, in lane 5, Bo McDonald, in lane 6, James Neithammer, Dolan Carroll in lane 7, and Reagan Hung in lane 8. Hopefully we can get a clean start on this one. And they're off and running this time. A clean start here for Heat 2 of the boys 10 and under 100-yard freestyle. It'll be Connor French and Ralph Heyman battling it out in lanes 5 and 6. And Reagan Hung in lane 8. He's going to have the lead through the first 50. And it's going to be James Neithammer. So it's actually Neithammer and McDonald were battling it out, and it's actually Hung in lane 8 with the lead right now on the last 25. And it is going to be Hung taking first, and second is going to be Neithammer and McDonald in third. .121.62 for Hung. Up next, Heat 3. Mel Tedson in lane 1, Waylon Gustafson. In lane 2, Luke Spencer in lane 3, Jack Stanley in lane 4, Ralph Heyman in lane 5, Connor French in lane 6, Maddox Jordan in lane 7, and Liam Doyle in lane 8. This is the final heat of the boys 10 and under 100-yard freestyle. Out in front is Jack Stanley for the first 50. 33-28 is Stanley split. Gustafson in second, and it's going to be Spencer in third. Stanley really starting to pull away. He's got 25 to go, the last leg of the 100-yard freestyle. And behind Stanley, anybody's race for second. But Stanley will take a commanding victory. 107.91 for Jack Stanley. And in second, it's going to be Ralph Heyman, 118.01. And then it's going to be Maddox Jordan in third. Let's bring up the men's 200-yard backstroke. Heat 1 of 3. Evan Tanaka in lane 3. Lance Warner in lane 4. Ryan Nettles in lane 5. And Brock Schofield in lane 6. the men's 200-yard backstroke off and running. Out to an early lead is Brock Schofield. Schofield's got the lead through the first 50. 30-15 is his split. Warner in second and Nettles in third. Warner and Nettles side by side. Schofield increasing his lead. Can anybody catch him? He's got a big lead through the first 100. 103.80 is the split for Schofield. Lance Warner and Ryan Nettles battling it out. But it's going to be Lance Warner ahead by about a half body length on Nettles. Evan Tanaka in lane 3 on the chase. .137.43 through 150 for Brock Schofield. It's going to be Lance Warner in second and Ryan Nettles in third. Nobody's going to catch Brock Schofield. He'll take first by a sizable lead, but second right now being battled out by Warner and Nettles. It's going to be close here, side by side, fighting for second, and it is going to be Warner. Nettles takes second. So Warner actually takes second, Nettles takes third. That's a close one there. Heat 2 of 3, Carter Walsh in lane 2, Garrett Beeler in lane 3, Jake Thomas in lane 4. In lane 5, Cole McIntosh, Marshall Goddard in lane 6, Min Song Hong in lane 7, and Elaine Pena Oliaga in lane 8. Jake Thomas out in front, Pena Oliaga in second through the first 50. 28.73 is the split for Thomas, 31.18 for Pena Oliaga. Pena Oliaga falls behind a little bit on the turn, but Jake Thomas increasing his lead. Through 100, Jake Thomas is going to have that one, 1 minute 28. Pena Oliaga not giving it up, 104.62. But he got some ground to make up on Jake Thomas. Marshall Goddard in third. But the question is, can anyone catch Jake Thomas as we approach the 150 mark? 132.79 is the split for Jake Thomas. And it will be Pena Oliaga stays in second. But Thomas separates himself from the pack. And nobody is going to catch him. Jake Thomas for Tennessee Aquatics is going to take first here. The commanding lead. The rest of the pack is going to have to fight it out for second. 2:03.57 for Thomas. Second's going to be close, and it is going to be Beeler takes second, Goddard in third. Beeler 2:13.85, Goddard 2:14.07. That'll bring up heat 3. Final heat of the men's 200-yard backstroke. Avery Paget in lane 1, William Benedict in lane 2, Jack Callahan in lane 3, Jake Mowry in lane 4, Miles Roth in lane 5. In lane 6 is going to be Christopher Rector, Emil Mensch in lane 7, Jet Dean in lane 8. Lane 2 will stand empty, and here goes the finals. Really tight up front so far through the first 50. It's going to be Mowry and Roth. It's actually going to be Paget in first in lane 1, and then Mowry and Roth in second and third for Tennessee Aquatics. Barracuda Swim Club's Avery Paget up in lane 1 with the lead. Through the first 100, it's going to be Paget. 59.92 is his split. And then it's going to be Miles Roth in second, Jake Mowry in third. Paget goes under 1 minute in that 100. Miles Roth making a charge, though, on Avery Paget. And it looks like he's going to take it away from him through the 150. 50 meters to go. It's going to be Miles Roth in first, Paget in second, and Mowry in third. And Roth is going to extend the lead out of the turn by about a body length. Mowry and Paget battling for second. But it will be Miles Roth takes first, 2:03.92. Mowry in second, 2:05.10. And Paget takes third, 2:05.47. So Roth battles back. He's going to take first in the finals of the 200. Men's 200-yard backstroke. So it's the boys 11 through 14-year-old age group, 200-yard backstroke. In lane 1 is James Levin. In lane 3, Parker Johnston. In lane 4, Clayton Schmurr. Lane 5, Brockman Winfrey. In lane 6, Brady Scott. And in lane 7, Conrad Sellinger. 7 will remain empty. Brockman Winfrey out in front by about a body length through the first 50. It's actually going to be James Levin down in lane 1 in first right now. Then Brockman Winfrey. Levin for Tennessee Aquatics, 36-11 was the split through 50. And Brockman Winfrey of Barracuda Swim Club in second. Winfrey trying to catch Levin, but through 100, it'll be James Levin in first, 1:16.07. Winfrey 1:18.19. Behind Levin and Winfrey is going to be Brady Scott in third and Clayton Schmurr in fourth. Parker Johnson in fifth. Levin still holds first. He's pulling away from Winfrey. 1:55.95 through 150. 1:58.79 for Bishop. Brockman Winfrey can't catch James Levin. Levin will take first, 2:33.24. Winfrey touches second, 2:37.80. Third's going to be Brady Scott, 2:45.41. Clayton Schmurr, 2:47.91. And Parker Johnston of Baylor Aquatics will take fifth. 3:15.03. That'll bring up heat 2 of 3 up next. Cole Willig in lane 1. Liam Strouth-Hens in lane 2. Elias Eldred in lane 3. Ethan Acker in lane 4. Lincoln Keene in lane 5. Reed Spalding in lane 6. In lane 7 is going to be Jude Heckman. And Cortland Willig in lane 8. Reed Spalding appearing to be inching away just a little bit. And he will have the lead through the first 50. 34-23 is the split. So it's going to be Spalding, Acker, and Strouth-Hens first, second, and third. Looks like Acker's trying to catch Spalding in lane 6. And Strouth-Hens trying to make a charge as well. So it'll be Spalding, Acker, and Strouth-Hens in lanes 2, 4, and 6. The three of them are going to battle it out. Acker's going to slide into first. 1:49.36 is the split for him. Spalding is in second, and Strouth-Hens still in third. Acker Acker trying to pull away by about a half body length. He's got a 25 left. Last leg. But Spaulding's not going to give it up. Stroup-Hens slides back a little bit. And Acker still has gas left in the tank. He'll take it by a body length. Ethan Acker for Tennessee Aquatics takes first, 2:24.15. Reed Spaulding in second, 2:26.64. And Liam Stroup-Hens takes third. Heat 3 up next. The final heat of the boys, age 11 through 14, 200-yard backstroke. Miles Lynham in lane 1, Nikolay Fisenko in lane 2, Landon Bletzinger in lane 3, Dorian Volkensek in lane 4. In lane 5, Hanson Roger, Tyler Wilkins in lane 6, Peter Levev in lane 7, and Graham Reenan in lane 8. Volkensek touches the wall first, the first 25. And he's working to extend his lead. He's already got a body length lead through the first 50. Behind Volkensek, anyone's race. It'll go Volkensek, Bletzinger, and Hanson Roger in third, 28-29 for Volkensek. So Bletzinger and Roger trying to fight it out for second. (1:14) for Volkensek. Bletzinger in second, Roger in third. Bletzinger and Roger both trying to catch Volkensek. However, he is extending his lead rapidly. 50 to go for Volkensek, 1:31.41. And it'll be Bletzinger, then Roger for second and third. So nobody's going to catch Dorian Volkensek. He'll take a commanding first place in the final of the 200-yard backstroke. (2:02.59) for Volkensek. That looks like it's going to be Bletzinger taking second and Roger in third. Bletzinger 2:11.09, Roger 2:12.28. Up next is the boys 12 and under 50-yard backstroke. Will Hall in lane 3 for Tennessee Aquatics. Rocco Runk in lane 4 for Red Piranha Swimming. And Reagan Hung in lane 5. This is heat 1 of 6. The boys 12 and under 50-yard backstroke. Will Hall and Reagan Hung battling it out. It looks like Hung a body length in front of Hall. And Hung will take it. Will Hall not far behind. Hung 44.03, Hall 44.76. And Rocco Runk will take third. Bring up heat 2, Lawrence Hung in lane 1, Austin Liu in lane 2. In lane 3, it's Isaac Moyer. Cale Flora in lane 4, Graf Fleming in lane 5, Liam Doyle in lane 6, and Wade Gustafson in lane 7. So it looks like it's Fleming and Doyle and Isaac Moyer battling it out right now. It's going to be Hung taking it in first. Lawrence Hung takes first 36-33. Fleming Graf takes second there. This will bring up heat 3. Jonah Runk in lane 1, Christopher Harris in lane 2, James Knifehammer in lane 3. In lane 4, it's Luke Spencer, Waylon Gustafson in lane 5, Bo McDonald in lane 6, Mel Tedson in lane 7, and in lane 8, Dolan Carroll. Looks like Knifehammer has got the lead just a little bit. Close race here, heat 3. But Spencer not going to give it up either, but it looks like James Knifehammer is going to take first. Luke Spencer in second, and Waylon Gustafson in third. 42-36 for Knifehammer, 42-76 for Spencer. Up next, heat 4, Knox Gibson in lane 1, Ralph Heyman in lane 2, Dustin Liu in lane 3. Lane 4 is Jackson Russell. In lane 5 is Connor French, Mark Galbraith in lane 6, Simon Jackson in lane 7, and Maddox Jordan in lane 8. Heat 4 of 6, the boys 12 and under 50-yard backstroke. Looks like Dustin Liu touches the wall first. Knox Gibson not far behind in lane 1. Maddox Jordan in lane 8 as well, making a charge. And it's going to be Dustin Liu takes first, Jackson Russell in second, and Knox Gibson in third. Maddox Jordan takes fourth, 38.62 for Dustin Liu. Heat 5 of 6. Graham Beischel in lane 1, Grayson Clancy in lane 2, Eli Summers in lane 3, Charlie Clayton in lane 4, Everett Harkness in lane 5, Parker Abraham in lane 6, Thomas Hale in lane 7, and in lane 8 is Simon Carroll. Looks like Everett Harkness touches the wall first. He's got about a half body length lead. Graham Beischel looks like he might be in second, but it is going to be Harkness taking first, 35.42. Beischel in second, 36.72. And Grayson Clancy takes third, 38.70. Final heat of the boys 12 and under 50-yard backstroke. Braden Schwab in lane 1, Skylar Burke in lane 2, Finn Conyers in lane 3, Mateo Volkensek in lane 4, Jack Stanley in lane 5, in lane 6 it's Emerson Beischel, in lane 7 Charlie Fortner, and in lane 8 Danny Fleming Jr. Looks like Volkensek is starting to pull ahead for Atomic City Aquatic Club. And nobody's going to touch him. He's got a body length lead. Volkensek will take first, 30.36. And it's going to be Skylar Burke in second, 33.43, and Emerson Beischel in third. That'll bring up the men's 100-yard breaststroke. 4 heats in this event. Lance Warner in lane 1, Ben Kunkler in lane 2. In lane 3, Nathaniel Dutton, Jet Dean in lane 4. Min Song Hong in lane 5, Marshall Goddard in lane 6. In lane 7, it's Elijah Johnson and Miles Roth in lane 8. Really tight so far, but it looks like Miles Roth in lane 8. It's close. It's actually going to be Jet Dean in lane 1. Second to Nathaniel Dutton and Min Song Hong in third. Jet Dean takes first on that one, 1:13.52. Miles Roth, 1:13.58. That'll bring up heat 2. Landon Cleland in lane 1, Connor Lilly in lane 2, Harrison Banks in lane 3, Arthur Zagalin in lane 4. In lane 5, it's Evan Karnitz. Liam Saffels in lane 6, Jasper Springer in lane 7, and Evan Tanaka in lane 8. 8. And it's going to be Banks and Carnitz battling it out for first and second. Carnitz in first right now. Banks in second. 30-48 for Carnitz, 30-71 for Banks. It's close with 50 to go. It's going to be Zagalin on the chase in between them. Looks like Carnitz touches the wall first. 25 to go here. Carnitz ahead a little bit by about a half body length. Zagalin and Banks battling it out as well. It's going to be Carnitz takes first, Banks takes second, and Zagalin takes third. Carnitz 105.24. Banks and Harrison 106. Heat 3 in the water now. Parker Buell in lane 1. Drew White in lane 2. Ryan Nettles in lane 3. Garrett Roberts in lane 4. Carter Zimanick in lane 5. Ethan Scruggs is in lane 6. In lane 7, it's Sam Steger. And in lane 8, it's going to be Jack Callahan. It's going to be Carter Zimanick in the lead through the first 50, Garrett Roberts in second, and Parker Buell in lane 1 in third. As Zimanick starts to slip away, Roberts not far behind. .25 left to go, and Zimanick increases his lead to a body length. Zimanick will take it here. 103.22 for Zimanick. 104.73 for Roberts in second. And Buell takes third. 105.53. Bring up the final heat of the men's 100-yard breaststroke. Landon Kirkpatrick in lane 1. Samuel Brackens in lane 2. Lane 3, Hayden Hall. Lane 4, Landon Hall. Andrew Chow in lane 5. Evan King in lane 6. In lane 7 is currently empty, and in lane 8 is Matthew Myers. So it looks like Landon Hall in first, Hayden Hall in second. No, it's going to be actually Andrew Chow in second. Evan King in third. Hayden Hall in fourth. .25 to go here. Landon Hall still has the lead. Andrew Chow on the chase. And Chow can't catch Landon Hall. Hall's going to take it 57-21. Chow 58.07. This will be the men's 100-yard breaststroke. Boys aged 11 through 14. Heat 1 of 5, Micah Brown in lane 1, Benton Neal in lane 2, Jackson Russell in lane 3. In lane 4 is going to be Parker Johnston, Nash Stanlick in lane 5, Max Lee in lane 6, Connor Farmer in lane 7, and Rocco Runk in lane 8. Nash Stanlick out in front early by about a body length and more. In lane 5, 35.01 the split for Stanlick. Max Lee in second, Connor Farmer in third. Over 3 seconds separating Stanlick and Lee in first and second. 25 to go, and Stanlick is in control. Max Lee on the chase. But nobody's going to touch Nash Stanlick. He'll take it here for Streamline Aquatic Club. 1:15.25 for Stanlick. Max Lee 1:22.48. Connor Farmer takes third, 1:26.12. And that'll bring up heat 2 of 5 up next. Lincoln Keene in lane 1 for heat 2. Dragos Leskiv in lane 2. In lane 3, it's Cameron McKay. Hyunsung Hong in lane 4. Parker Abraham in lane 5. Joshua Fine in lane 6. Graham Reenan in lane 7. And Quinton Delmau in lane 8. Hyunsung Hong appears to have the lead for the first 50. Lincoln Keene actually sneaks it out in lane 1, and then Hyunsung Hong. Dragos Leskiv in lane 2 sits in third. So Keene out in front on the final stretch. All the way up in lane number 1. Lincoln Keene appears to have this one under control. And Keene will take it, 1:21.68. Hong takes second, 1:24.82. And Joshua Fine takes third, 1:26.19. Up next, heat 3, Ethan Acker in lane 1, Luke DeLarco in lane number 2, Liam Strauff-Hens in lane number 3. In lane 4 is Cole Willig, Jesse Boyle in lane 5, Tayo Kurosaki in lane 6, Brockman Winfrey in lane 7, and Brady Scott in lane 8. So it looks like Tayo Kurosaki in lane 6 has the lead by a matter of feet through the first 50. It'll be Kurosaki in first, 37.88 is the split, and then it's Jesse Boyle in second and Cole Willig in third. 50 to go here. Kurosaki still holding on to the lead, 25 to go. He'll touch the wall first. And behind him, he's got Boyle and Winfrey. But Kurosaki's got a body length lead, and I don't think anybody's going to touch him. Kurosaki's going to take first, 1:19.97. And it's going to be Ethan Acker Slipping into second place, he'll take 122.24, and then it'll be Jesse Boyle in third. Acker sneaking up and sealing second place. Kurosaki 119.97. Up next, Heat 4, Ethan Rodiger in lane 1, Cortland Willig in lane 2, Spencer Huang in lane 3, in lane 4, Kaba Lunga, in lane 5, Miles Lynham, in lane 6, Braden Schwab, Skylar Burke in lane 7, and Anderson Adcock in lane 8. Miles Lynham out first. He's up in front as of now. But Rodiger trying to make a charge in lane 8. But it's going to be Lynham in first through the first 50. 35-15 is his split. Kabalunga in second and Spencer Huang in third. .25 to go here, and Lynham appears to be in control. Lunga making a plea for second. And Lynham will take first, 113.96. Lunga takes second, 117.04. And it'll be Anderson Adcock takes third, 117.71. Final heat, Heat 5. It's going to be Hanson Roger in lane 1, Dorian Volkansek in lane 2, Braden Moore in lane 3, Max Dudley in lane 4, Madison Russell in lane 5. In lane 6, it's Landon Nye. In lane 7, Peter Levev. And then in lane 8, it's going to be Preston Dreiser. Volkansek leading through the first 50, 31-58 is the split. Madden Russell, in second, Max Dudley in third. Volkansek taking charge. He's going to touch the wall first on the 75 mark, 25 to go. Max Dudley appears to have slipped into second, but Volkansek will have this one. Volkansek 107.10. Max Dudley in second for Blues Aquatics, 109.97. And Madden Russell in third, 111.12. This is heat one of the men's 10 and under breaststroke, 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 1 is going to be Mal Tedson, Liam Doyle in lane 2, Maddox Jordan in lane 3. In lane 4, it's Jonah Runk. In lane 5, Thomas Hale. In lane 6, it's Conrad Harkness. And in lane 7, Dolan Carroll. Again, the men's 10 and under 100-yard breaststroke. Thomas Hale out in front. Anybody's race here. Maltetson. Thomas Hale and Maltetson both for Tennessee Aquatics. The Red Piranhas have Jonah Runk. And the Marlins are Liam Doyle, Conrad Harkness, and Dolan Carroll. Through 50, Thomas Hale's got first right now. Thomas Hale with a body length lead at least on the rest of the field. Dolan Carroll trying to make a charge for second. Thomas Hale is going to take first, 146.49. Maddox Jordan takes second, 150.16. And Jonah Runk takes third, 150.36. That'll bring up the men's 200-yard butterfly. Heat 1 of 2. In 2 is Ella excuse me. In lane 2 is Thatcher Ella. In lane 3, Sam Kowalski. Robbie Coaster in lane 4. Max Mead in lane 5. Elijah Marmostine in lane 6. And in lane 7 is Brock Schofield. So it's Thatcher Ella out in front early in lane 2. He's got about a body length lead in front of the competition. And he is leading through the first 50. 26.93 is the split for Thatcher Ella. 25 left to go for Ella. Nobody's going to catch him. Sam Kowalski right next to him. But Ella's got a body length lead. And he'll have no problem taking it. Gliding into the wall. 59.06. He's got another 100 to go. So it's Ella, Kowalski, and Schofield, your top 3. Blues Aquatics, Brock Schofield. It's the lone not Tennessee Aquatic swimmer. Through 150, Thatcher Ella's got the lead, 132.66. Time so far, Sam Kowalski in second, Brock Schofield in third. And Ella really starting to pull away. No problem for Thatcher Ella. He'll take a commanding first place. 2:07:54 is the time for Ella. Kowalski's going to take second. 2:15:28 for Sam Kowalski. And Max Mead takes third. Brock Schofield in fourth, and Elijah Marmstein in fifth. Final heat of the men's 200-yard butterfly. Jake Thomas in lane 1. 2 is Avery Coker. 3 is Wyatt Pierce. Andrew Chow in lane 4. Charlie Houston in lane 5. Oliver Huang in lane 6. Drew Eckerman in lane 7. And Emil Mensch in lane 8. For the first 50, it's going to be Andrew Chow in first, 25:82. Charlie Houston in second. Avery Coker in third. Chow trying to extend the lead. Charlie Houston on the chase, though, in second place. Not letting Chow out of his sight. Through 100, Chow's got the lead, 54:93. Houston not far behind, 56:90. But Chow starting to pull away over a body length lead. It's Chow, Houston, and then Coker. And Chow's going to extend his distance here. Houston starting to fall behind. Avery Coker still in third place. And it's all Andrew Chow. He's going to take first place, 151.95. Charlie Houston falls behind but takes second. 2 minutes. And then it'll be Avery Coker in third. This is heat 1 of 2 of the men's 11 through 14-year-old 200-yard butterfly. Braden Schwab in lane 2, Elias Eldred in lane 3, Shea Rainey in lane 4, Liam Finley in lane 5, and Charlie Fortner in lane 6. Schwab for the Cincinnati Marlins. Eldred for Baylor Aquatics, Rainey, Finley, and Fortner for Tennessee Aquatics. Rainey leading through the first 50, 29.93. Finley in second, and it'll be Eldred in third. Rainey and Finley neck and neck. Split separated by 0.05 of a second. A lot of race left, though, closing in on the 100-meter mark. And through 100 yards, it's going to be Finley. Takes over Rainey, 1:04.85. Rainey at 1:05.04. 0.2 seconds separating the two with 100 yards left. looks like Finley starting to put some separation on Rainey here at the 150 mark. 37.40 for Finley, 38.42 for Rainey. A second separating the two, but Rainey's not going to let him go. Neck and neck on the final 25, touching at the same time. Down to the wire, Shea Rainey and Liam Finley battling it out for first. And it is going to be Finley takes first, 2:21.02. Rainey, 2:21.36. Charlie Fortner taking third. And it'll be Schwab and Eldred in fourth and fifth. Final heat of the boys 11 through 14-year-old 200-yard butterfly. Preston Dreiser in lane 1, Joshua Fine in lane 2. 3 is Emerson Beischel. 4, Reed Spalding. 5, Jonathan Ford in lane 6. Tyler Wilkins. Graham Beischel in lane 7 and Anderson Adcock in lane 8. The first 50, Reed Spalding in first, Jonathan Ford in second, Anderson Adcock in third, Spalding 30.96 through 50. Spalding looking to increase his lead. And it's going to be Anderson Adcock in lane 8. Making a run for second right now. Jonathan Ford in third. Spalding at 106.06, 35.10 on the split. Adcock in second, Ford in third. Spalding trying to take control, 50 to go. 141.74, 35.68 on the split for Spalding. Adcock still in second. But Ford is going to take second, Adcock in third. But nobody's going to catch Spalding. Reed Spalding is going to take first, 2:16.84. And it's going to be Jonathan Ford taking second, 2:24.58. And it'll be Anderson Adcock taking third, 2:30.71. Up next is going to be the boys 12 and under 50-yard butterfly. 5 heats in this event. But we'll wait for a swimmer to grab their cap out of the middle of the pool. And here they come. Austin Liu in lane 1, Conrad Harkness in lane 2, Dolan Carroll in lane 3, Simon Jackson in lane 4, Christopher Harris in lane 5, Liam Doyle in lane 6, Bo McDonald in lane 7, and Wade Gustafson in lane 8. Looks like Christopher Harris might have the lead by a little bit, but he's got 2 chasing. Dolan Carroll chasing as well as Bo McDonald. And it's going to be Harris takes first, 50.97, Carroll 52.46, and McDonald takes third, 53.38. It'll bring up heat 2. In 1 is going to be Connor French. 2 is Luke Spencer. 3, James Knifelhammer. In lane 4, Danny Fleming Jr. In lane 5, Knox Gibson. In lane 6 is going to be Skylar Burke. In lane 7 is going to be Isaac Moyer. And in lane 8 is Cale Flora. Out in front early is Skylar Burke. He's got a commanding lead, and he is going to take that one no problem. 32.57. Barracuda Swim Club's Skylar Burke takes first. It's going to be Danny Fleming Jr. in second, 37.20. And then it's going to be Knox Gibson in third. Heat 3 up next. It's going to be Ralph Heyman in lane 1, Thomas Hale in lane 2, Waylon Gustafson in lane 3, Grayson Clancy in lane 4. Lane 5 is Levi Whitley. In lane 6 is Simon Carroll, Dustin Liu in 7, and Mark Galbraith in 8. So 5 will stand empty. Anyone's race right now. It looks like Mark Galbraith up in front. And it is going to be Galbraith. Takes first. All the way up in lane 8. 35.54 for Galbraith. Clancy takes second. Gustafson in third. Heat 4 of 5. Charlie Clayton in lane 1, Ethan Rodiger in lane 2, Finn Conyers in lane 3, Luke DeLarco in 4. In 5, it's Nkaba Lunga. In 6, it's Cameron McKay. In 7, Clayton Schmer. And in lane 8, it's going to be Conrad Sellinger. Close race for Heat 4 here, but it's going to be in lane number 2. It's going to be Ethan Rodiger takes first, DeLarco takes second, and Lunga in third. 32.91 for Rodiger. So bring up the final heat of the boys 12 and under, 50-yard butterfly. Max Hughes in lane 1, Jack Stanley in lane 2, Mateo Volkansek in lane 3, Reed Spalding in lane 4, James Levin in lane 5, Jesse Boyle in lane 6, Eli Summers in lane 7, and Everett Harkness in lane 8. Through 25, Spalding's got the lead. Behind him, anyone's race, but it looks like Spalding's going to take this one commandingly. Spalding's got that one in first, 27.42. Levin in second, and in third is going to be Volkansek. Back at the Tennessee Aquatics winter invite with the 500-yard freestyle. This is heat 1 of 4. We'll have Jake Thomas in lane 1, Connor Lilly in lane 2, Parker Buell in lane 3, Hayden Hall in lane 4, Ben Dudley in lane 5. In 6 is Ethan Scruggs, Garrett Beeler in 7, Connor O'Neill in 8. Hayden Hall out early, Parker Buell in 2nd, Ben Dudley in 3rd, but a lot of race left. 20 laps in the 500-yard freestyle. Hayden Hall pulling out early. Through 150, 121, 64, 28, 82 on the split. It's going to be Ben Dudley in 2nd and Connor Lilly in 3rd. Through 200, Hayden Hall, 150.61. A lot of race left, but can the field catch Tennessee Aquatics' Hayden Hall? Ben Dudley slips into 2nd, Connor Lilly in 3rd, Jake Thomas in 4th. Halfway through for Hayden Hall, 2:19.56. Lilly in 2nd, 2:26.85. Through 300, it's Hall, Dudley, and Lilly as your top 3. Hall way out in front, leading by about 8 seconds. Under to go. Hall in front, Dudley in 2nd, Lilly still in 3rd. But it looks like Hayden Hall for Tennessee Aquatics has this one in control, leading by about 10 seconds. Final bell rings, 50 to go for Hall. Hayden Hall's going to take it comfortably, 4:46.36. And Dudley's going to take second, 4:54.11. And Lilly will take third, 4:57.43. Hall takes it handedly by about 8 seconds. And Blues Aquatics Ben. Heat 2, the men's 500-yard freestyle. In 1, it's Houston Porter. 2 is Teague Latham. 3 is Wyatt Pierce, Avery Paget in lane 4. In 5, it's Clay Warner. In 6, it's Cole McIntosh. In 7, it's Oliver Huang. And in lane 8, Cooper Young. Houston Porter in for Southern Kentucky Swim Club. Wyatt Pierce and Avery Paget for Barracuda Swim Club. And it'll be Latham, Warner, McIntosh, and Huang for Tennessee Aquatics. Through 100, it's going to be Avery Paget in first, Wyatt Pierce in second, and Cooper Young in third. Paget at 57.17. Through 200, Paget in the lead, but Wyatt Pierce on the chase. 1:58.82, under 2 minutes for Avery Paget. Wyatt Pierce at 2 minutes flat. Cooper Young in third at 2:01.23. $2:29.76 for Paget, 250 in of the 500. Pierce still in second, Young in third. Through 350, Pierce is catching Paget. The two separated by 0.2 of a second. Actually 0.15. getting closer, and they've got about 5 laps to go. And it looks like Pierce has caught Paget. And Pierce is taken first, Paget in second, Cooper Young still in third. Pierce 4:03.29, Paget 4:04.81. Final lap bell rings, Pierce in first. Starting to increase his lead. Paget in second. And Pierce is leading by about 5 seconds. One lap to go for Wyatt Pierce. And nobody's going to catch him. Caught up to Avery Paget and passed him. Pierce takes first, 5:01.83. And it's going to be Cooper Young. Sneaks into second, 5:08.72. Paget will take third, 5:11.04. Up next, heat 3 of 4. In lane 2, it's going to be Jonathan Ford. Lane 3 is Arthur Zagalin. In lane 3, Arthur Zagalin. In lane 4, Nicholas Morris. In lane 5, Elijah Johnson. In lane 6, Hunter LaRusso. And in lane 7, Joshua Slapp. Morris out in front early, but plenty of race left. In second is Arthur Zagalin, and in third is Elijah Johnson. Nicholas Morris for Southern Kentucky Swim Club, Zagalin and Johnson both for the Barracuda Swim Club. Quick reminder to everyone, as you get ready to leave this session, please take a look around and pick up any tracks that may be around you. Thank you very much. Through 100, it's Morris, Zagalin, then Elijah Johnson. Halfway through, Zagalin is taken first, Elijah Johnson in second, and Nicholas Morris in third. Barracuda Swim Club taking first and second halfway through. Zagalin 2:33.28, 31.76 on the split. So Johnson and Zagelin neck and neck here. Separated by 0.22 seconds. 5 laps to go. And the 2 Barracuda Swim Club swimmers come down to the wire. In third is Nicholas Morris from Southern Kentucky. Fourth is Jonathan Ford. Fifth is Joshua Slapp. And Hunter LaRusso in sixth. Now it looks like Zagelin has reclaimed first. Johnson now takes second. Three laps to go, and Zagelin and Johnson still right next to each other. Johnson's not giving it up. And that final lap bell is going to ring, and it's going to come down to these last 2 stretches. The last leg of the 500-yard freestyle for Zagelin and Johnson. Zagelin leading by 0.18 at the wall, and they're going to come in at the same time. 25 to go here. The final push for Zagelin and Johnson. And it looks like Johnson might have it here. He pulls away on the last 25. Elijah Johnson reclaims first. It's going to be Zagelin in second. Johnson 5:10.37, Zagelin 5:11.91. Morris will come in at third, 5:20.37. Fourth is going to be Jonathan Ford. Fifth is going to be Joshua Slapp. And sixth is going to be Hunter LaRusso. Final heat of the men's 500-yard freestyle today. And in lane 3, it's going to be Quinton Delmau. In lane 4, it's going to be Will Badisimasink. And in lane 5, Andrew Roque. Delmau and Roque, Atomic City Aquatic Club, and Badisimasink is going to be the Tennessee Aquatic Club. Badisimasink out in front by about a body length. Andrew Roque to his left. Delmau in third. halfway through the men's 500-yard freestyle. Badisima in the lead, leading about 5 seconds in front of Andrew Roque, 2:46.71 from Badisima. Starting to extend his lead even more. Through 3:50, Badisima still in the lead. 3:56.80 is his time. 34.81 on the split. Andrew Roque in second. 4:03.52. Quentin Dalmau in third. On the chase. One final lap for Badisima. He has this one in healthy control. Nobody's going to catch him. It'll be Badisima taking first. 5:37.50 for Badisima, and in comes Andrew Roque in second. Badisima for Tennessee Aquatics. Roque finishes second, 5:49.52 for Atomic City. And in comes Quentin Dalmau. 150 left for Dalmau. In comes Dalmau now. He'll take third. 6:41.48 for Dalmau. Badisima will take first. That'll do it for us here at the Tennessee Aquatic Center Winter Invite at Allan Jones Intercollegiate Aquatic Center. We'll see you next time.